Track wrestling here in Deerfield Beach, Florida, with North Carolina's coach Coleman Scott after the South Beach duels. 3-1 on the weekend, win over Minnesota. What pleased you about the performance of your team the last couple days?
Again, same as last time, our effort level. You know, it's out of the norm to be in 80-degree weather. Palm trees everywhere at a wrestling tournament done at 3 p.m., you know. So I was a little nervous just about the guys thinking they might be on vacation rather than a wrestling tournament, and we didn't have that. I thought our effort level was super high all weekend. You know, a few little tweaks, we could have been, you know, maybe 4-0 or in a match with Missouri, you know. But, you know, again, there was another match we weren't supposed to win and we won, you know, so I was so happy to see that. I think we beat 3 top 10 guys in that match, individual matches, so that was great for our team. And you know, we backed it up today. I didn't want to let up today, you know, having Minnesota, Missouri yesterday and SIUE and Michigan State today. I wanted to make sure that we kept our foot on the gas pedal and really dominated the way we can, and we did that today, you know, only losing 2 matches all day, I think.
When you talk about raising the level of a program or the profile of a program, what does a win over Minnesota do for you guys?
I mean, it's great. It's great. Just, you know, I mean, Michigan State was our 3rd Big Ten win this year, you know, and it's just good, you know, it shows where the ACC is really at, you know. And I don't know, I just look at it, you know, as our team, you know, what can they accomplish each and every time they're out there, you know, and what can they get better at, and how can they better themselves, and they're really wrestling for each other, not themselves right now, and that's showing each and every match, you know. You know, even though we might not need it, you know, we're getting pins, we're getting texts, we're doing things for our team, not just our individual self.
Your thoughts on, well, before we move on to the event as a whole, did AC Headley turn a corner the last couple days?
Yeah, you know, he's ranked 19th, 20th in the country, you know, and some people forget how tough his schedule's been, right? He comes out of Vegas, and then he has a Nebraska kid, UNI kid, Minnesota, Missouri in his next 4 consecutive matches, which probably 4 close to top 15, top 10 kids, you know, a couple of them top 10 there. Maybe all of them, I don't know. That's a tough freaking schedule, you know, and he took some lumps, and, you know, but he rebounded well. You know, he needed that match with Thorne and you know, down and pins him, and then, you know, was in a tough, hard-fought match with Ironman before the cradle, and, you know, and then today, he wrestled his tail off, you know, and he showed how wrestling hard and being mean what it can do for you in that last match.
Your thoughts on the event after going through it once now?
I liked it. Of course, I liked it because we're 3-1. You know, that's always a little better. Wish we were 4-0, but it was a good event. It was on time. Everything was run professionally. You know, I can't complain. You know, it's 4 o'clock on the last day, and we're out of here, and we get one more whole day here. You know, it's good for our guys, I think, on the back end to get that extra day, not on the front end. You know, I think our guys came down and they knew it was business first, and it showed. And you know, I'm just excited, you know, with what we got going with our coaching staff, with our guys. You know, how they're responding. You know, they're doing the work. You know, we always say, you know, use us as much as you can, and we're here to make you the best you. That's it. You know, and that whether that be on the mat or off the mat, and they're doing that. You know, so I can't complain, and I just, you know, it's a good team to be around. It's fun. You know, we're having a blast.
One of the things that I noticed in putting our track wrestling high school rankings together, a lot of commitments for North Carolina, highly ranked guys. How are you guys doing it in recruiting?
Working hard. These guys work their freaking tails off. My staff works hard, you know, and that's, you know, in the real world, that's the root of everything, you know, is working hard and working efficiently. You know, and we look at our needs, and we start at the top and who we think will fit the University of North Carolina best. It might not be the #1 kid, it might be the #1 kid. I look at who can fit us in our program the best, and who's going to live by our standards and what we want. You know, we run a sort of tight ship. We want good kids on the mat as well as off the mat. We don't want any BS, and you know, and it shows what they're doing. They live the right life. It's showing in the effort that they're putting out and winning matches out here. And you know, they just work super hard, and we go get the kids we want. And we you know, we tell them what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, and we give them the map. And you know, when you got Olympic champs floating around, Olympic medalists, world team members, national champs every single day, you know, and we not just, you know, we wrestle with you, and we know the blueprint to be national champs, to be Olympic champs, because we've been there, we lived it, and we're still living it, some of the staff. So it's just a good atmosphere, and you know, we're a fun-going group, but when it's business, it's business, and But you know, we've got good energy with the team, and like I said, they're wrestling for each other, which is making a big difference.
So we got Tony Ramos holding the camera over here, and I told him he's not getting out of here without asking a couple questions this time.
Yeah.
So let's go, Ramos.
All right, I got one. Danny Shea turned the corner.
Yeah.
What's the big difference for him?
Again, his attitude and his effort has showed. You know, he had a tough match in Nebraska, tough at UNI, backs it up. Minnesota pins the kid, which for the team solidified what we were doing, and then has Miklas, and he sort of dictated the pace of the match. You know, awesome to see. A fifth-year senior, round of 12 last year, hungrier than ever. And again, it's just a snowball effect. You know, you got guys like Howman wrestling tough, and then Sherman, and then Monday, and Shade, and it sort of all came together. And now we got 10 guys freaking giving everything they got, and they're feeding off of each other. You know, so I can't complain. I'm enjoying being around them, and I'm really learning and growing from them individually.